ago, Heidi Borchers has been recycling, upcycling, glittering garbage, and decorating discards for many, many, many years. Today's project brings out her colorful design style featuring Rit Dye. I'm delighted to welcome my sister, Heidi Borchers. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Tiff. Thanks so much. You know, I've showed before many times the water bottle bracelets, and these are bracelets that are made out of a plastic water bottle. And I am so excited that so many people have been able to use them in all their different crafts. In fact, I saw that Susan was going to be teaching this week at Michael's a duct tape on the water bottle bracelets. So first of all, just like I said, on a water bottle, and I put tape on the water bottle, and then I cut it apart, and the tape is where my my water bottle bracelet is going to be. Now, you have to remember that it depends on the size of the water bottle for the size of the bracelet. So be sure you kind of measure your wrist or whoever you're going to give it to, whatever, before you go to make a bracelet. So let me change to my demo cam, and Tiff will put up the picture. There's one of the bracelets. And so what I first do, here's when I've cut it apart. And the tape on this particular one, the tape has to come off because it's going to be all white. So this is the tape. And it's just, I use it again. And then this one also has, one of my favorite bottles is the Smart water bottle because it's all smooth. So I take the label off. And then the next thing I do is I put a little bit of glue. Let me see if this, just a little bit of glue, not very much. And I use the Warm and Natural batting. And I just kind of stretch it around like so. Doesn't have to be perfect. And just trim it off. Of course, it would be good if I had my good scissors instead of my bad ones, like that. So that's the Warm and Natural. And then I take strips of cotton, just plain white cotton fabric. I put a little bit of glue to the inside, put my fabric in, and I just wrap it around, and I overlap as you go around. Just keep going around and around. And you I kind of pull it kind of taut. You know, you want it kind of where it's flat against the water bottle. And then I've got one here that's almost to the end. When you get to the end and you have this little tab, you're going to glue it to the inside. A little bit of glue. And then you're going to push it to the inside. And you need to let that dry because we're going to add water to it. And this is where the dye comes in. I'm using Rit Dye today. They were wonderful in sending me some samples, and I have been going crazy with it. It's absolutely wonderful. But here's the thing. Usually you think about Rit Dye, either you put it into your, you put it in your washing machine or you dip your things. We're not going to do that today. I found, I knew when I first started that I wanted to use something that I could drip it on. So I thought, okay, cool, I'll use an eyedropper. But I wanted a separate eyedropper for each one, so that I didn't have to kind of clean my eyedropper each time. So I found these fabulous kind of disposable ones. And so what I do as I use them is I just kind of tape the eyedropper onto each one so that it's ready every time that I go to use it. So first thing you need to do is to just put water onto the bracelet. Just water on the bracelet all over. And then usually when you're dyeing, you need to usually start with the lighter colors first. So I just go in, get a little bit of dye in my dropper, and then just start dropping the color. Just dropping the color. And this is just kind of a base color. You put a little bit on the inside. And then this one you can see it's already kind of spreading out, but if I wanted to spread out more, again, more color, more water. And let's take maybe a pink. And again, I have my eyedropper that I keep close onto the bottle so I can just go right in quickly. And then what's cool is you can just kind of release it the way you want, wherever you want. I mean, you can even, if you want, you can do kind of some designs on it, like they're like a little heart. It is so cool because you can put it exactly where you want it. Okay, so we got that one, and how about an orange here? Yeah, tie-dye without tie-dyeing. And here's a little bit of orange. So you can just kind of go around. Now, if I have a line like that where I really, really like it, I don't put any more water on it because it's going to spread out a little bit anyway. And remember to keep some in the inside too, because sometimes you can see the insides of bracelets. But I love that effect where, look at how cool that is, where it gets like lines on it. And basically, all you need to do is let it dry. Now, I want to show you, there is one thing, also I want to show you too, I found these really cool vintage daisies. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool, I dyed them the same way, I just kind of put it on. I thought it'd be cool to put these onto the bracelet, just to have it as a really cool bracelet. So I have all these really neat bracelets, and I also took one and I tied pieces of fabric around and did the same thing. So I'm ready for questions. Let me look. Any questions that you have? You've never seen liquid Rit Dye. Oh, how funny, because it comes in like 20 plus colors and they're beautiful. You also can go onto their site, go to rit.com, and I think they sell it directly from there. And the grocery stores, yes. Eyedroppers at AC Moore. Great. I don't have an AC Moore, but I wish I did. Yes, that's right, Amanda. The droppers are used in dispensing oils for soap making. The flower's fun. Yes, it's just a white flower. I don't think I have any more of them, but I did all kinds of them too in the same color scheme so I could put them around the bracelet. Oh, here's another tip. These are covered with white embroidery floss, and then they're dyed. So I put like a sticky tape on it first, and then I put the white embroidery floss on it, so you can see the difference between the white embroidery floss dyed and then just the cotton dyed. I didn't make the flower. I bought the flower. It was just a flower applique that I bought I actually bought these in a vintage store, but I think you can still get them in some of the fabric stores. Flower bracelet. Actually, there's this bracelet that I was going to glue it onto, like that. I thought that'd be really cool. Or there's this bracelet where I took all kinds of strips of the fabric and then I dyed it. When it dries, the dye is permanent. And actually, if you want to speed up the dyeing, you could put a hairdryer, and heat always makes it permanent, but it does not come off when it's dry. The only thing you have to remember is that it does lighten a little bit when it dries.